It was great. He was a really great guy. I'd known him just like friendly, really spending a week with someone, you really get to know him. So I didn't realize how much he was struggling mentally. He talked about it, obviously. Watching him, you couldn't tell. At the end, he told me some stuff the last day on the putting green that surprised me and realized how real that is for him and how terrible it is. And I was
Mm.
thinking how tough it must have been to hold it all together to play at the high level that he did that week, which was amazing. And so I was really impressed with his ball striking. The last day was the wind had switched and it was so difficult. It wasn't like the wind was it got really strong toward the end, but we're going along and we make a double. Gary hits it in the bunker on 12 and tries to hit this flop shot. And the bunkers are just flat in the bottom. There's really no rise to the bunker. So it's really tough when you're short sided and shanked it, made double. And I was like, oh man, we went from I'm thinking we went from, seventh to 29th or something. And 2 holes later, I see a leaderboard and we're 12th. So I was like, damn, it's playing so hard. I didn't realize it. And then we made 2 more pars and moved up a shot. We were 11th,
Yeah.
bogeyed 17, which was unfortunate. And again, it was just playing so difficult. You couldn't feel how strong the wind was off the right, and everybody had been missing it in that left bunker. So we did as well. And made bogey, and I'm just like watching the money, disappear. And hits it down
So am
there,
I. Yeah. Yeah.
kind of fanned a drive to the right, and it was hard off the left. And we get up there, and it couldn't be a worse scenario where we're going. Pins up front, we're in the rough, and it was light rough, but still no spin. And I just kind of gave him a abandon number. I'm like, it's 204. We need to land on it. Sit at 240, 245. He's like, I love that 4 iron. Hits it, and I'm just like, oh
Four
man,
iron.
what's that?
4 iron.
4 iron, yeah, from 204, 204 flag. It was 195, or excuse me, 193 front. It was on
And were you
11.
behind him to the right? So you were kind of watching it.
Yeah, and I don't have as good a perspective because I'm not directly behind it like TV, but it looked like it started way left of where I was hoping, and there's a hazard over there, obviously. And
Right.
I'm just thinking, oh my God, we're about to finish 50th after all this hard work. Caddy stuff, right? And it's coming back. I know it's just right on the borderline there, I thought, and from my angle, right on the left edge of the green. And I can't see it. I told him too. His caddy Butch is blind too. He said he is, man, I can't see anything past 150 if it's the green or not. And he kind of goes, dude, I think it went in. And then the crowd went nuts, and we were elated. I was for
Uh,
sure.
I
And he's
bet.
like,
Is there someone saying, "Hey, it went in," or you obviously can tell by the crowd? Like
yeah,
you
you can
couldn't
tell by
see it, right?
yeah, he saw it. He could see it because I think it went in and the crowd went berserk. And dude, it was emotional too because, knowing everything that he was dealing with and the fact that, we're hemorrhaging, shots and just things aren't going great. And again, you expect excellence all the time, and it's hard to factor in how difficult it is playing because these guys are superheroes on the golf course. They can do anything, and you expect them to be able to overcome it. And again, I tell players all the time, if they could play from our perspective, the caddies, because we see how great they are, we don't
Yeah.
have this swing fear that creeps into every golfer. And we're like, dude, like just hit it up there 10 feet. What's the big deal? And so, it's just like it could, even though I feel like we're playing bad, even though he wasn't. And then the eagle, that just cherry on top, saved the week, all that hard work. I mean, it's tough when you play 3 solid rounds and you piss it away on the last day, and we did that a lot with Kurt and even Bryson. Sometimes you're going into the weekend in the top 10 and you finish 30th, and it's just like, man.
Do you know the value of that shot?
Yeah, it was about $300,000
Yeah.
for
No,
him.
it did. Right.
So I mean, I made a quick 25 grand with a hole out, in relation to par.
And not to me, I mean, not only is it 300K, but what your first perspective of where that ball was going, had it gone where you thought, that'd have been like 500. Let's see.
Oh, it'd
What
have been
would
probably if that went in the hazard
if
and
he
we made
makes double
double.
bogey and finishes 7 under?
Is $500,000.
Yeah, 500,000, he makes double
Man,
that.
Yeah.
That's crazy.